SMT Nation, we are back. Nation, in today's video, I want to discuss T-Mobile a little bit with respect to some important things that they discussed in the Q3 2024 earnings. I think there's a couple of things in there that need dedicated videos, discussions, commentary, and of course, your comments, replying to anything I talk about in today's video. You guys do that. Drop me a line in the comment section below. So the first thing I want to discuss is T-Mobile's execution in moving customers up. By this, I'm talking about the conversion from prepaid customer to postpaid customer. They really seem to be hitting in that respect. It's been a focus of T-Mobile for the last several years. I would say that since the T-Mobile and Sprint merger, one of the things that they really have, honed in on is the concept of getting customers shifted from prepaid and qualifying them for postpaid. And the way they've done this is with a couple of different things. They've done it with incentives. They've done it by, sending them text messages, possibly even loosening the postpaid requirement. And I think that's where all this comes from. In fact, CEO Mike Sievert discussed the idea that more people are qualifying for the postpaid account, right? And of course, with postpaid accounts is the smartphone subsidy, right? Getting a better deal on an iPhone or a Galaxy flagship phone or whatever. But over the course of the last several years, this has been something that has worked out very nicely for T-Mobile. And of course, when you get people to move from prepaid to postpaid, generally speaking, the account revenues increase, right? They spend more money with the company. Typically, the pricing a little bit more expensive, the phone subsidy that comes with it. And of course, you secure the ducats because the customer is post-paying, right? And they're less likely to churn. The churn rates at prepaid are like 2.7, right? At postpaid, so at prepaid, they're at 2.7. At postpaid, they're like 0.86 for T-Mobile. So they want to make that conversion. That's just a simple metric. Now, moving 175,000 customers in a quarter from prepaid to postpaid is nothing to sneeze at. I'm not sure if that's industry best. I'm assuming it could be. The thing that kind of makes things a little bit unknowing for us is exactly how prepaid and cable works, right, with those numbers. But that's a good number. That's a healthy number. To me, I think it's a step up that deserves attention. And if they stay on this trajectory, then I think they're doing pretty well for themselves, right? T-Mobile, for what it's worth, is an ARPA-based company. They don't want to be evaluated on ARPU, average revenue per user. They want it on an account level, all right? And we know the MO behind that. T-Mobile gives free lines. They've been giving out free lines for many, many years. They're not really changing that anytime soon, from what we could tell, at least publicly. There might be some internal rumblings of some things changing, but until that happens, we can only call that speculation and possibly, just a rumor, but maybe it does happen. But for now, the free line game is still involved, and T-Mobile is perfectly fine with it so long as the ARPA, the account level, generates more revenue. So they're seeing ARPA improvements, year over year of 3%. Upgrade rates, be damned, they're still growing in that respect. And I think what's additionally important to them is in the rural markets, the small markets, they keep breaking personal company records. NPS scores keep increasing. Customers there are quite loyal, and the account additions are through the roof. They're doing well in these places. So those two things is, like the small city, small town, and then the move up from prepaid to postpaid seems to be doing very well for T-Mobile. And of course, they're doing much better in enterprise where they previously did not have a presence, and offering small, medium, and large business solutions puts them in Verizon's stomping grounds, right? So they are clearly starting to find themselves in a position to add more customers and more segments. They previously didn't really have that mind share, right? So they came in second in the industry in churn rate, even lower than Verizon. There's a version of this where they continue to improve this, should they continue to hit on all these things. Of course, obviously, it's tied to the network, it's tied to promotions, but things are looking pretty good at T-Mobile with respect to their growth. They say they want to continue to grow. I don't really see it changing anytime soon. as most of these things, I think, are definitely have the possibility to be sustainable moving into the future. Q4 is probably going to be a pretty bright one for T-Mobile. They are very competitive, and their network continues to improve. We'll talk about the network in a separate video. Keep it locked and keep it tuned for more content here from the SMT. But drop me a line and a comment and tell me what you think about all this. I'll be sure to link this Business Wire post for you guys. It'll be down in the description. But thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe for more, and we'll see you all in the next video.